For 1 mark questions. In the second PUC business studies, we have 1 mark questions in all the chapters. So let's go ahead with first chapter, nature and significance of management. In the first chapter, nature and significance of management, the first question, what is efficiency? So here answer, doing the task correctly with minimum resources, less time and less cost is called efficiency, or it refers to doing the task correctly with minimum resources and cost is called efficiency. Second question, what is effectiveness concerned with? Answer, it is concerned with the end result of accomplished work or task, or it is concerned with end result. Third question, give an example for top level management. So here we need to mention positions of top level management. Answer, board of directors, chief executive officer, chairman, CFO, chief financial officer, president and secretary. Even we can mention COO are the examples for top level management. Next question, give an example for middle level management. Production department manager, marketing department manager, human resource department manager, then research and development department manager are the examples for middle level management. Next question, give an example for lower level management. Positions are supervisor, inspector, foreman and departmental officers. Let us move on. The next question from the second chapter, principles of management. Question is, who is known as father of general management? Answer, Henry Fayol. Name any one technique of management developed on the basis of principles of management. Operational research, cost accounting, business process outsourcing. Next question, who is called the father of scientific management? Answer, F.W. Taylor. Who advocated separation of planning and execution functions in any organization? Answer, F.W. Taylor under functional foremanship technique. Next question, what is standardization according to Taylor? According to Taylor, standardization refers to setting of standards to each and every business activity. It may be standardization of process, raw material, time, product, machinery, methods and working conditions. So here standardization related to setting of standards to each and every business activity. Next one, what is the aim of simplification of work according to Taylor? The main aim of simplification of work according to Taylor related to elimination of unnecessary diversity of products and designs during production. Let us move on. The next question, how simplification is different or differ from standardization according to Taylor? Answer, simplification for reducing unnecessary designs and diversity of products, but standardization for setting of standards to every business activity. It can be standardization of process, raw material, time, product, machinery, methods and working conditions. To the question, how simplification is differ from standardization, you need to mention any one difference between standardization and simplification. Next question, who strongly advocated piece rate wage system? Right answer, F.W. Taylor, means Frederick Winslow Taylor. What is the objective of method study according to Taylor? Answer, to find and select the one best way of doing the job among available ways to reduce time and cost, or else to find and select the best way of doing the job among available ways. Next question, state the number of principles of management propounded by Henry Fayol. So Henry Fayol is the father of general management. He propounded and he contributed and he has given 14 general principles to the management. Which management principle of FIOL advocates that there should be only one boss for every individual employee? Actually, it is related to, means the statement related to the principle unity of command. The next question from the chapter business environment. Question is, what is business environment? It means the sum or totality of all individual and institutional forces of outside the business which will affect on internal performance and environment of the business is called business environment. Or else it means the sum or totality of all individual and institutional forces or factors of the outside the business will affect on internal performance and environment. Next chapter, planning. The question is, what is planning? Answer, planning is a systematic and continuous process of thinking and deciding in advance about future courses of action. Next question, which function of management involves decision making? The right answer, planning. The first function of management, planning initiates decision making in the organization, or planning helps in decision making. Next question, state the first step in planning process. The first and foremost important step and the first step in the planning process is setting or establishment of business objectives. Next question, what is single use plan? Answer, a plan which is developed or meant for one time purpose is called single use plan. Next question, what is standing plan? The standing plan is a regular purpose plan. Use it for the activities those will occur regularly in the organization and required for day to day activities called standing plan. Next question, give an example for single use plan. We can mention program or budget. Example for single use plan. Give an example for standing plan. Here, policies, procedure, rules are the examples for standing plan. Need to mention any one. Give an example for a plan which is neither single nor standing. Means a type of plan which is not related to single use and which is not related to standing. Means the plan which is not useful for one time purpose and which is not useful for day to day activities of the organization. That is strategy. Strategy, it is just a plan. It is not a single use or a standing. It is just a plan. State the meaning of rules. See, rules are specific or the specified statements that inform what is to be done and what is not to be done in the organization to ensure discipline among the employees of the organization. What is a budget? A budget is a quantitative statement of expected results expressed in numerical terms. Example, sales budget, production budget, advertisement budget are the examples for budget. Next question, which management function translates plans into action? Actually, the question from fifth model, organizing. The right answer, organizing, the second function of management, organizing, translates the plans into action in the organization. What is organization structure? Organization structure is a framework of within which all managerial and operational activities are performed. Which type of organization structure is suitable for enterprises having large variety of products? Usually, divisional organization structure is suitable for the enterprises having large variety of products. What is delegation? Delegation refers to the transfer. Delegation means transfer. So here delegation refers to the transfer of authority from superior to subordinate or higher levels to lower levels in the organization. What is authority? Authority refers to the power and rights of an individual to command his subordinates within the given authority or within the given power. is called authority. Means here authority means power and rights of an individual to command his subordinates. Next question, what is responsibility? Responsibility means duty or obligation of the individual to accomplish the task or work. Do remember, responsibility means an obligation or duty of the subordinate to accomplish the received task or work from the management. Can accountability be delegated? Answer, no, it cannot be delegated at all. When can one say that an organization is centralized? Here, where organization decision making authority is retained by top level management or few members in the organization or a single person in the organization, that organization and that system called centralized organization or centralized decision making. Answer, where decision making authority is retained by top level management or few members or single person in the organization, then anyone can say that that organization as centralized. What is decentralization? This is most repeated question. Here, distribution or dispersal of authority to many members of the organization to take timely decisions are called as decentralization. Next question, what is staffing? The question from 6th chapter, staffing. What is staffing? Staffing is a managerial process of human resources planning, recruitment, selection and development of employees in the organization is called staffing. Name any one internal source of recruitment. Either transfer or promotion. Actually, there are two internal sources of recruitment. One is transfer, another one is promotion. Among these two, you can mention any one. Name any one external sources of recruitment. We have around 9 external sources. Direct recruitment, casual collar, labor contract, employment exchange. You can mention any one. Mention the first step in the selection process. In the human resource selection or in the selection of right candidate to the organization, the first step is preliminary screening. Next, state any one type of selection test. Actually, there are various types of selection tests to choose best candidates. Intelligence test, aptitude test, personality test, trade or proficiency test, interest test. There are around 5 selection tests as per our NCERT. Among these 5, you can mention any one. Next question, what is meant by interview in selection process? Interview is a formal, in-depth and face-to-face conversation conducted to evaluate the applicant's suitability for the job, or interview is a formal and in-depth conversation between or communication between interviewer and interviewee to check the interviewee's suitability for the job. What is training? A short-term learning process designed to guide and improve new skills and ideas in order to make employees more efficient in the work. Or training, a short-term education process to improve new skills and ideas to the workers related to job. Next question, what is the meaning of development in staffing process? Answer is, development refers to the learning opportunities designed to help overall growth of the employee in the organization is called development. And do remember, training is job oriented or task oriented, but development is career oriented, means which is related to employee growth and employee career development. Next question, name on the job training method given to plumbers, electricians or iron workers. Usually plumbers, electricians and iron workers, they used to get apprenticeship training to get the experience in the work. State the off-the-job training method given to employees before handling machinery. Actually, in the off-the-job training to employees before handling machineries, vestibule training will be given. Next chapter, directing. The question is, what is directing? Directing means giving instructions and guiding people while doing work. State any one element of directing: supervision, motivation, communication, leadership. There are four elements. Among four, you can mention any one. Next question, what is a motive? A motive is an inner state or expectation that energizes, activates, or moves and directs employee towards goal. State any one assumption of Maslow's hierarchical theory of needs. So here people's needs are in a hierarchical order. Demand for fulfillment of further needs only after the satisfaction of basic needs. Next question, state any one leadership style: autocratic or authoritarian, democratic or participative. Next, free rein style or laissez-faire. So we have three types of leaders and three types of leadership styles. You can mention any one. Next question, state any one pattern of formal communication: vertical and horizontal communication, chain, wheel, inverted V. So these are the examples for formal communication channels or pattern. Next question, name any one type of grapevine network or informal network: gossip network and probability network. These are the examples for grapevine network. Next, what is meant by controlling? Next chapter, controlling. Controlling means ensuring the organizational activities are conform to plans, or else as per NCERT, controlling, it is a process of comparing actual performance of employee with the standard performance is called controlling. Next question, what is standard in controlling process? Standards are the criteria or a benchmark on which actual performance would be measured. Next question, expand PERT, CPM and MIS. Here PERT means program evaluation and review technique, CPM critical path method, MIS management information system. Next question, what is ratio analysis? Ratio analysis refers to analysis of financial statements through computation of various ratios, usually liquidity ratios, solvency ratios, and many more ratios we use to analyze financial statements of the organization. Next question, what is business finance? So question from financial management last chapter. The money which is required for carrying out business activities is called business finance, or money which is required to carrying out business activities is called business finance, or the finance which is required to start and manage day-to-day activities of the business is called business finance. Next, state the primary objective or aim of financial management. Answer is shareholders' wealth maximization. Next, what do you understand by capital structure? Capital structure is a combination or bunch of debt and equity capitals proportion, or capital structure is equal debt by equity, or capital structure refers to the mix or composition of various long-term sources of funds such as equity share capital, preference shares and debentures. Next question, write the meaning of financial risk. Look over the second sentence. The bad financial position of the company in which company cannot settle payments and cannot return the received capital. This is the very simple meaning to the question financial risk. The bad financial position of the company in which company cannot settle their payments or payment obligations and cannot return or cannot redeem the received capital from the various sources. Next question, give an example for fixed assets: building, plant and machinery and furniture. Next question, give an example for current assets. Answer, cash in hand, cash at bank, bills receivable and debtors. Next question, how do you calculate net working capital? Here I have given meaning as well as formula. Net working capital refers to excess of current assets than the current liability. And to the question right answer, net working capital is equal current assets minus current liabilities.